Hi, it's Donna Joy Asher from Social Media Bomb. Over at Social Media Bomb, we help coaches build out their online marketing machine so they can get clients online. And I want to talk to you about something that I realized that I was doing this morning within my business, just in case you're doing it as well, and what I've realized might help you. So I was out walking the dogs this morning. I was coming home to start work and I realized I was dragging my heels, and that's not normal for me. Normally I'm like really pumped and excited to get into work. And then when I thought about it, I realized that this was a pattern that had been sort of developing over the past week, where I was waking up in the morning and sort of struggling to get out of bed a little bit, and I wasn't that excited. Do you ever feel like that? You know, normally where you're excited to get into work, but then you might be going through a period where you're just dragging your heels. You don't have the energy, you're tired when you think about work, you feel like there's a block stopping you from doing what you need to do. Because if you are, then you might be suffering with the same issue that I was having, okay? So what I realized I was doing is I was letting my current results drive my action, which is crazy, right? Because it's our actions that drive our results. And if we let our results drive our actions, then what ends up happening is we get into this downward spiral where we're doing less and less work and becoming less effective, and our results are getting smaller and smaller. And in the end, we're so exhausted that all we can do is just lie down on the floor and like just be like a rug on the floor. Okay. So I want to talk to you about this. I want to talk to you about two truths about online marketing. So the first truth is that it takes a while to get results, even when you're doing the right thing. Okay, so even when you've got everything, just if you sit down and set everything up perfectly and then you said go, it takes a while to get results. So why is this? Well, basically you need to put two things in to get results, and one is energy and the second one is consistency with that energy. Okay, so you need to be consistently showing up online for these people to keep seeing you, so that they can see that you're the person who can help them. They don't want to invest themselves, their time, or their money in someone if you're just a fly by the seat of the pants person who might not be here tomorrow. You need to keep showing up and keep showing up for them, keep showing up with value for them to show them that you are the right person to help them. And if you just try something once like some people do and it doesn't work, and then you decide that online marketing is a scam and it's never going to work, then of course you're right, it is never going to work because you're not putting in the energy. So picture a steam train, a coal, you know, they put coal in and then it sort of starts to go and the steam train starts to turn, and it's like laboriously, it's energy intensive. They're putting so much energy in and getting so little result out, okay? It's that steam train, where initially with your online business, it's like that. We have to put far more energy in than the results that we're getting out, okay? But what will happen is that you keep putting that energy in, you keep putting that energy in, and then the train starts to go and it starts to move. And then once you've got that inertia happening, then you're starting to get your results out. You start to get more out than you're putting in. So that's the energy side of it. Now the consistency side of it, you need to keep showing up, obviously, for people to see you. And like social proof, people are going to go check you out before they invest their time or their money in you. You need to have kept showing up. You can't expect to do one post and have people pounce on that. When people say they did one post and they got like 10 bookings off it, that's because they've been showing up every day posting, and these people have been watching them and watching them and watching them, and finally they've decided to invest with them. And you know, some people may watch you for years before they actually want to work with you, and that's because maybe their pain isn't great enough for them to move into action, for them to take the steps that they need to do to solve their pain or their problem. They know they've got the pain, they know they've got the problem, but they're not ready to do anything about it yet, but they're still curious about a result or what could be done. And then one day something will happen that will drive them forward into action, and if you're that person that's been consistently showing up for them, then they're going to turn to you. So for this one, for consistency, let's picture a popcorn machine, okay? So when you first put the corn in the pan, we're giving it heat. So that's our energy. We're giving it a consistent source of energy, okay? Now, nothing's going to happen for a while. And then all of a sudden, you hear this little pop, and that's a really exciting noise, right? When you first hear that first corn go, it's like pop, and then nothing will happen for a while more, okay? And then you get another pop, and then another pop, and then finally you keep putting that energy in, right? You keep putting that energy in consistently, you keep showing up, and then the corn is going to start popping like crazy, okay? And then you're gonna have a saucepan full of corn and the saucepan lid is lifting off because there's so much corn in there, and that's when your business starts to go crazy. Okay, so if you show up every day, you're putting energy into your business, you're consistently showing up, then you are going to get results. Now, the second truth I want to talk about is, I'm saying that you shouldn't let your results drive your action, but you do need to take your results into consideration when you're working out what actions to take. Okay, but you need to do this from a non-emotional point of view, a very clinical, logical analysis of what you're doing and the results that you're having. So kind of like a Facebook ad, and that's why I was a bit down at the moment, because I've just started a new round of Facebook ads, and I know that your first Facebook ads don't work out, but for some reason I was expecting some sort of miracle, and I was getting some results with the Facebook ads, which is great. It's a good starting point, right? But that lack of big results that I was kind of subconsciously hoping for, even though I knew that it wasn't going to happen, was what was driving me to despair. Okay, so you need to take into consideration, so with those Facebook ads, I need to take into consideration the actions that I'm getting, the results that I'm getting, from my Facebook ad, and then tweak, okay, and tweak and tweak. So when I'm saying don't let your results drive your actions, if you're not actually taking into consideration the results you're getting and then using it to decide what actions to take, then we're looking at the definition of insanity, whereas you're just going to keep trying the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Okay, so don't let your results drive your action, especially not a negative result. Don't let a negative result drive your action, but you do need to take into consideration the results you're having after you've put in enough energy and consistency, okay, to see what that result is. Then you take that into consideration. You might think, okay, well, maybe I'm putting my stuff in front of the wrong kind of people. Maybe I need to try a different target audience. Maybe my opt-in isn't suitable. Maybe my avatar doesn't want what I think they want. Maybe I need to do more research on my avatar so that I'm creating the content that they actually want. Maybe my offer isn't suitable. Okay, so these are all the questions that we ask ourselves, the things that we take into consideration from looking at our results. Okay? All right, hope you've got something out of that and that you all have an amazing day. It's gorgeous over here in Perth today, and I hope that you're having a great day.